Hey guys, it's Bree again, back with you on Translove, take 2. This is like week 22 or something. Like, I think that's super crazy and super awesome. So this week I'm going to talk about a topic that was actually a past topic from like a few weeks ago, but I didn't get a chance to do it because I didn't make a video for that week. And the topic is if we feel like our place in the LGBT community has changed at all, like after dating a trans person, and you know, if you're not like lesbian enough for your lesbian friends or your LGBT friends. And I've talked about this a little bit in quite a few of my videos. Actually, I think I've touched on it here and there, and even like my last video talking about when we were at LGBT Pride Week, or at the Pride Parade, how it was kind of different. But I really think my answer is kind of evolving since like one of the first videos I made where I talked about this. And I don't know, it's definitely hard on me sometimes, even to this day. You know, he's been out as trans for, I don't know, actually, I should know this, like 4 months? No, like 6 months. Yeah, like 6 or 7 months. And sometimes it gets a lot easier to be with a trans person, or you know, the idea of being with a trans person, but sometimes it's a lot harder. Like, there are just some things lately that I've been thinking about that I don't really get to do anymore now that I'm in a heterosexual relationship, and we now have, you know, heterosexual privilege. And just a couple things, like my 21st birthday is coming up, and you know, of course I want to go out and go to a bar or whatever, but I really want to go to a gay bar because, you know, those are the best kind of bars. And you know, like, I don't know if we can do that, you know. And I know that sounds ridiculous. Like, the gay bar that I used to go to back where I'm from in Texas, you know, there were probably more straight people there than there were gay people, but it's just kind of weird sometimes now that I think about it, you know, going to a gay bar with my husband when I'm trying to show off that I'm straight because I'm dating a guy or married to a guy. And you know, just certain things, like, it's, I don't know, I'm a very proud person and very proud of who I am and proud of the fact that I'm in the LGBT community, and very proud that my husband is in the LGBT community. But it's hard because he is now here in California with his new job, and everyone knows him as just a man, you know, like he's Jason the guy, you know, no big deal. Like, where his previous job, he was kind of known as, you know, the guy who is transgender. You know, now they have no idea. Like, he's passing 100%. Like, there's no doubt that he's a man, because he is. But, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. And so they don't know that he's trans. So I don't really get to, but I can't really be proud of that. I can't be like, oh yeah, well, you're trans, like, that's awesome, like, you're passing. And he's like, well, no, I'm just a man, you know, which is a valid point. He is a man. I don't know, it's just kind of different because there are just things that I'd like to be able to do that I can't anymore because, you know, I'm, like I said in that last video, general society sees it as to where I'm not gay anymore. And I don't know, I feel like I'm going on a tangent, but okay, for example, we went to this party before we left Texas it was a really small party. There was like 7 people there. Everyone there was a lesbian except for Jason. So it was kind of weird, like, oh, we're hanging out with a bunch of lesbians, and even he was like, yeah, this is kind of weird. But I mean, it is what it is. It's really different, and it's definitely a culture shock, and me just having to like reevaluate where I stand in the LGBT community. So I don't really know. It definitely has changed, and there are things that I miss about being with a woman, because, you know, now I'm with a man, and it doesn't mean I love him any less, you know. I'm not resentful or anything towards this relationship that I'm in right now, but there are just things that changes and things that you have to get used to. But it is what it is. I'm still happy. I still love him. I'm still super supportive of who he is, and I think that's awesome. We definitely are going to have to figure out one day, like, how we're going to tackle this whole fact that he's transgender, because since I am a very open person, I don't want to like out him to anyone. But then he also has to respect the fact that I am a lesbian, or, you know, technically, I guess, I don't know. dating a trans guy, and so people, you know, question that. And I guess sometimes I worry too much about what people think, and really in the end it doesn't really matter. But I don't know. So yeah, that's my tangent for the day. Sorry, I kind of rambled on. I don't know if I really answered the question or got to the point at all. But thanks so much for watching. I hope to see y'all next week, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. Love you guys. Bye.